I woke up and found myself lying on a soft sofa. A stunning girl was sitting in front of me. She had a slim waist, long legs, and a strange attitude in her eyes. She said in a cold voice, "Your father has sold you to me. Now just be my obedient puppy and stay put." Later, I found out that my dad had accidentally hit a luxury sports car from behind. It was a limited edition MSUB 7, and the owner of that car was the spoiled princess of a rich family sitting right in front of me, Bai Ningbing. My dad didn't have enough money to cover the damages, so out of compulsion, he sent me to the Bai family to work as a servant. After that, my life literally turned into hell. Sometimes she would lock me in a room, and other times she would tease me in strange ways all night long. Finally, one day, my patience snapped. In the dead of night, I packed my things and ran away. I hid in a small seaside town. But little did I know that the rich girl had almost shaken up the entire city of Shengjing to find me. Time passed, and 2 years and 5 months went by. The money I had saved working for the Bai family was almost gone. So I decided to work as a waiter in a hotel in a nearby town. It was a simple job, maybe no one would notice me. The hotel owner took my interview. Looking at my face, he said, "You look good. Start working from today." I, who had never worked a day in my life, was working for the first time. But even while doing normal work, people started looking down on me. "Hey, Yao Feng, go to the front desk. The manager is calling you," that girl said while glaring at me. When I reached there, the manager was drenched in sweat. Seeing me, he came closer quickly and said, "You have come at the perfect time. A very difficult guest has arrived. The rest of the staff are refusing to serve her. You go." Then he warned me quietly, "Don't anger that madam at all. She seems to be a big shot from Shengjing. She is a VIP customer of the hotel." Out of compulsion, I knocked on the room door and entered. "Madam, do you need something?" As soon as the girl sitting in front looked at me, she froze. Then she said slowly, "I don't know why, but you look very familiar." My heart stopped for a second, but I immediately acted normal and said, "Madam, perhaps you are mistaken. How can someone you know be in a small town like this? By the way, what service do you need?" "1 minute. Are you Brother Feng?" That girl stood up suddenly and walked around me, looking at me from top to bottom. Looking at my waiter uniform, she said, "I think your name is Feng Yuan, right? Are you not a member of the Bai family from Shengjing?" Hearing her words, my heartbeat accelerated. I had gone to a high-class banquet with my parents before. There I had seen you from a distance. Then you were standing with the Bai young miss. "Madam, perhaps you have seen someone else," I replied, acting normal immediately. "I am just a local from here. I haven't even been to Shengjing." Deep down, I was in shock. I never expected someone to recognize me. But that girl was still looking at me with suspicious eyes. She said slowly, "Impossible. The aura that Feng Yuan had was developed by the Bai family over years. Someone from a small town like you cannot have such a classy presence." I immediately changed the topic. "Madam, the manager is calling me. If you don't need anything else, I will take my leave." She just waved her hand and let me go. Thankfully, she didn't make things difficult. As soon as I left the room, I went straight to the guy who had sent me there on purpose. "What is your problem?" I asked angrily. "We are colleagues. Then why did you frame me intentionally?" He laughed and said, "Brother, just looking at you, it feels like you are some young master from a rich family, just taking a life experience by working, isn't it? Why are you making such a drama, or have you come to snatch our bowl of bread and butter? By the way, how much salary does the owner give you?" I didn't answer him and went straight to the manager and resigned. No matter what, I didn't want to take any risks. If Bai Ningbing found out about me, all my hard work would go to waste. I hid quietly for a few days. When I realized that no one was looking for me, I breathed a sigh of relief. After that, I went straight to a big city nearby to find a job. Truth be told, I had learned a lot while staying with the Bai family because Bai Ningbing taught me everything personally. Golf, skiing, even driving a yacht. In the small town, these skills were of no use, but in big cities, there were opportunities everywhere. Later, I got a job at the area's biggest ski resort. Along with it, I also worked part-time as a lobby manager in a luxury hotel. The hotel owner loved my looks, so he often gave me the job of receiving rich young ladies. One day, a group of rich girls came to the resort for skiing. All day, my duty was to teach them skiing. Those people looked literally different at the ski resort. Their clothes, their attitude, their elegance, everything showed that they had come from a big city. During the break time, many boys went to try their luck and ask for their contacts. One girl laughed and said, "Youth is literally such a good thing." In that group, one girl stood out the most. Her long hair was neatly tied, and her aura looked completely royal. She was wearing professional skiing gear, not rented clothes like the other beginners. At one glance, it was understandable that she belonged to a powerful family. I immediately decided that maintaining distance from these people was better. In the evening, the hotel owner personally arranged a banquet and forcibly sent me to entertain the guests as well. Some handsome hotel staff boys also went along. Everyone was clearly trying to impress the rich girls. I wore the simplest suit I had out of compulsion and quietly went to sit in the corner of the table. During dinner, the owner was repeatedly forcing those young boys to offer drinks to those rich girls. Everyone at the party was very excited. After all, one doesn't get chances to meet rich and powerful people in such places often. And these young rich ladies sitting in front were beautiful, stylish, and clearly belonged to high-class families. Which boy wouldn't want to impress them? One boy stood up straight and started singing. As soon as his performance ended, all the rich young girls started clapping loudly. Then it was my turn to offer drinks. I stood up slowly and said politely, "Sorry, I don't know how to drink alcohol. I will toast with tea. You all have come from so far. Welcome." But after hearing me, the expressions of some rich young girls changed immediately. "Wow, how fake classy he is acting. Doesn't drink alcohol, so much attitude." Saying this, they came to me, making fun of me. Someone was pulling my hand, someone was pushing me. In that commotion, the collar of my shirt was also pulled down. I said irritably, "Now stop it." Just then, that girl who was talking to me during the day suddenly came and stood in front of me. She pushed everyone else back and looked straight at me. She was clearly the leader of the group. The other girls immediately went silent. One girl joked, "Oh ho, does Miss Tang like this type of boy?" "Relax, we won't compete." But the next second, her eyes fell on the back of my neck. "Wait, what is that behind his neck?" My heart sank. I suddenly remembered the tattoo behind my neck. I immediately tried to pull the collar up to cover it, but it was too late. The shock was clearly visible on everyone's faces. Miss Tang narrowed her eyes and said slowly, "This is the golden phoenix tattoo. Is this the same symbol I am thinking of?" Bai Ningbing was perfect in everything, only her hobbies were a bit weird. She had insisted and got a golden phoenix tattoo made behind my neck. I always thought this would be some special mark of the Bai family. Because of this, I remained upset for a long time. Normally, I used to keep the collar tight so that the tattoo wouldn't be visible. But in the recent pushing, it got exposed. Miss Tang asked directly, "You are the same person whom Bai Ningbing has been looking for years, right?" I immediately denied it out of reflex. "I don't understand what you are talking about." But the other people were now in gossip mode. "I have heard that the Bai family trained that boy themselves since childhood. Very mysterious guy. Was he abandoned?" Another girl laughed and said, "Then come with us. Anyway, you are quite cute and fair." Just then, Miss Tang stopped everyone in a cold voice. "Enough. You guys don't understand. The golden mark of the Bai family is not given to an ordinary person. Everyone in the upper-class circle knows that this guy is not ordinary for Bai Ningbing. If you interfere too much, you will get into trouble yourself." Everyone's mood turned bad instantly. The party ended early. The hotel manager bowed repeatedly while seeing those rich girls off. While leaving, he also gave me an angry look. I went slowly to Miss Tang. Thank you for helping me today. Please keep my identity a secret. Miss Tang just nodded slightly. Looking into the distance, she said slowly, I didn't expect you to be hiding here. Do you need any help? I smiled slightly. No, thank you. I am fine here. Miss Tang thought maybe I misunderstood her. She wasn't offering me money. She was asking if I would be in trouble if the Bai family found me. But in my opinion, the Bai family must have forgotten me long ago. A few days later, those rich girls returned to Shengjing, and my life became quiet again. I finally breathed a sigh of relief, but the ski resort owner didn't treat me the same as before. He thought I had offended some rich young master, and now those people could be angry with him too. Since that day, the resort owner started targeting me on some pretext or the other. Sometimes he would give extra work, sometimes he would scold me for no reason. Then one day, he announced to all the staff, tomorrow, a very big VIP is coming from Shengjing. They have booked the entire ski resort privately, so it will be temporarily closed tomorrow. Hearing this, a strange restlessness started in my heart, as if a big storm was about to come. Out of fear, I immediately asked the owner for leave and decided that I would stay hidden at home. The next morning, as I woke up, that uneasy feeling became even stronger. My heart was saying repeatedly to pack the luggage quickly and leave the town for a few days, but I hadn't even started my packing properly when the owner called. Come back to the hotel quickly. Important guests have arrived. I thought to myself, if trouble is written in fate, then one cannot escape even by running. Out of compulsion, I reached the hotel. As soon as I went inside, the owner pushed me towards the VIP room without explaining anything. Seeing the bodyguard standing outside the door, tears came to my eyes. My heart immediately understood that the game was over. I was just trying to turn and run away when someone picked me up straight into the air. The next second, I was forcibly taken inside the VIP room. The owner understood from my expression that maybe I had made a big mistake. He was about to distance himself from me, but before he could say anything, the bodyguards threw him out. Only she and I were in the room. Even after 2 years, Bai Ningbing was as beautiful as ever. A cold aura was coming from her whole body. Standing in front of such a presence is difficult, even to imagine. She was silent, absolutely silent, and this silence of hers felt the most dangerous. Her face rarely smiled anyway, but now it looked as cold as ice. I said, trembling slightly, "Bye, miss." She walked slowly and stopped in front of me, about 1.7 meters in height, but her pressure was so much that even 1.9 meters of me felt like a child in front of her. Black dress, neatly tied hair. It felt like she had come straight here from an important business meeting. She looked straight into my eyes and said, "So, you ran away this far, Feng Yuan." I immediately gave a fake smile. "Miss, how are you here? Have you come to see me?" Her eyes became even colder. "Don't joke with me. You thought you would hide in this small town and I wouldn't be able to find you? You have become quite bold. You even started working in a hotel as soon as you escaped. Did I raise you like this?" I replied slowly, "It is because of your training that I am so capable." Then I asked out of curiosity, "By the way, how did you find me?" Bai Ningbing said in a cold voice, "You thought you would just change your name to Feng Yaju and I wouldn't be able to find you? The moment you bought a train ticket using your ID, your location reached me at that very moment." My heart sank. This meant that since the day I sat on the train, my location was exposed. I was silent for a while. Then I said slowly, "Miss, how many days will you stay here?" She rolled up her sleeves. "What do you mean? You won't come back with me?" I immediately replied, "But I paid off my debt, didn't I? My father gave me to you for 500,000 yuan. I will give you triple that amount. Please set me free. If the money falls short, I will earn more. I still have some savings." Saying this, I started taking money out of my pocket. But at that moment, Bai Ningbing's expression became so dangerous, as if her anger was burning my clothes. She suddenly came close and grabbed my chin and lifted it up. There was a strange hurt in her eyes. "So, when you ran away, I thought you went to avoid some blind date. But the real reason was this. You thought you had paid your debt, and now you can break all ties with me." Her voice was low, but every word felt very dangerous. "Feng Yuan, remember, in this life, you can never be free from me." I immediately pushed her hand away and looked straight into her eyes and said, "By what right? I have enough money that I can buy my freedom. I have said I want freedom." But Bai Ningbing, who is always known for her upbringing and control, didn't let her anger out directly. She just smashed a glass hard on the floor. She suppressed her rage inside. Then she raised her hand and gave a direct order to take me back. And in this way, I once again sat on a private jet and returned to Shengjing to the Bai family's house. Nothing had changed in the Bai family mansion. My room was exactly as I had left it. This was the same house where Bai Ning and I used to live together. The Bai parents lived on the outskirts of the city, and without me, this mansion started feeling very cold. As soon as I came in, I started greeting all the servants. They were genuinely happy to see me as if I had never gone. But one thing was clear. Bai Ningbing's anger had not subsided yet. I didn't want to provoke her directly. She had given me me freedom, but in reality, bodyguards were with me everywhere, as if I had no chance to escape. In the evening, I received a call, but upon picking up the phone, it turned out that it wasn't Bai Ningbing, but her friend. "Your madam has become fully drunk. Come and pick her up quickly." I immediately went to that location. As soon as I entered the VIP room, everyone was shocked. "Oh, you are back. It seems that's why she drank so much." I said politely, "Good evening, everyone. I have come to pick up my madam." And I was about to move towards her when my eyes stopped at a familiar face, which was Tang Yaoji. Seeing me, she took a slight pause and said, "So, you finally came back." I replied in a normal tone, "Yes, couldn't run away." She came a little closer and asked slowly, "Need some help? If you want, I can help you escape from here." I immediately refused. "No, it wouldn't be right to involve you in this. I will handle it." In the hazy light from the dirt, there was some sadness in Tang Yaoji's eyes when she was looking at me. "Come here, take madam home quickly." Two servants from behind supported Bai Ningbing and lifted her, and she went out. I just casually closed the door and dropped them off outside. Put her in the car. Bai Ningbing didn't say anything, just quietly leaned on the seat. I thought her drinking capacity wasn't so weak that she would fall so easily, but in the next moment, a strong smell of alcohol and a cold presence came to me, and suddenly Bai Ningbing kissed me. For a second, I froze completely. Then she slowly leaned back on the seat as if nothing had happened. She said in a cold voice, "You still want to leave? Why don't you understand?" Frustration could be seen in her voice, and along with it was that hurt too. I said, "I just want to earn money. I didn't want to depend on anyone. I wanted to buy my freedom myself. This is your money. I don't want to remain your debtor." Bai Ningbing's anger surfaced again. "When did I say you are my servant? You always misunderstand me." I said, "I just want to work. I don't want to stay in any cage. I am an independent person." This time, Bai Ningbing realized that stopping me was not that easy. So she finally made a compromise. She temporarily put me to work at the Bai family's golf course as a VIP guest assistant. Her plan was that I would feel uncomfortable and come back on my own. But for me, work is work, and wherever it is, it was all the same. I started working normally. I had to work on the golf course, guide VIP guests, and handle their questions. My attitude was quite calm, and my patience was also good. Most people already knew that I was connected to the Bai family, so no one caused much trouble. And Tang Yaoji also used to come there, sometimes just to talk. The Bai family and the Tang family hold almost equal power. That's why she was the only one who could come freely into Bai Ningbing's territory. One day, I was talking to her when the manager came running, and the situation changed. He was a bit scared and started saying straight away, sorry, Miss Tang. Please don't be angry." His voice sounded like some big problem had occurred. I was a bit confused, and Tang Yaoji also looked at him calmly. The manager continued, "Here, the situation has worsened a bit. Orders have come from above that the VIP guest group is very strict, and they don't like any disturbance." I went silent because I was already feeling that something big was about to happen. Tang Yaoji tilted her head a little and asked, "Which VIP?" The manager replied slowly, "People from the Bai family who have come from Shengjing are also involved." Hearing this, I felt a cold shock inside me. The Bai family. Even after running away from that world, my name couldn't escape. It was heard that some new rich girl was creating a ruckus. She had broken Miss Tang's car. Therefore, I quickly reached there to handle the matter. That reckless new rich girl even tried to attack Tang Yaoji. I immediately stood in front of her. "She is our special guest. Protecting customers is my job." But that girl didn't have the slightest realization of her status. As soon as I blocked her way, she ordered her bodyguards to beat me up. My anger was about to erupt when Tang Yaoji held my hand and asked me to stay calm. Just then, Bai Ningbing arrived with her people and helped us. She ordered the girl creating the ruckus to be kicked out immediately and told the manager to blacklist her so that she would never be hosted again. Tang Yaoji said, "This is my man, Miss Bai." Bai Ningbing narrowed her brows while looking at the man standing in front and said, "He is free, Miss Tang. He has the right to choose on his own." Tang Yaoji replied, "Haven't you seen the tattoo on his neck? It's another matter if other people don't understand, but you know its meaning." I touched my neck and thought, what is the meaning of this tattoo after all? I will ask Tang Yaoji secretly one day. It seems she knows the truth of the matter quite well. I didn't want to let this explosive conversation escalate any further, so I cut it off midway. "Miss Tang, thank you for your help," I said, and then I left with Bai Ningbing. On the way, Bai Ningbing asked, "Were you hiding in that city because of her?" I replied, "Have you gone crazy? We are just friends. I didn't even know her before." After returning home, I felt I needed to clear a few things up. "Miss Bai, please don't look at me like that. If I ever get married, it will be to a simple girl from a small town, not someone from your high society world. Once I pay off all my debts, I will live a wonderful life with a good girl." Hearing this, Bai Ningbing was filled with anger and left without a word. Before leaving, she broke the room door in her rage. Whenever she was upset, she would break something. I didn't feel happy about this, but I didn't want to let her be happy in her stubbornness either. Deep down, I just wanted to live my life like a decent human being. I was never part of high society. My family background and my parents always reminded me that I wasn't worthy of her. Perhaps one day, Bai Ning will find someone truly right for her, and then she will try to let me go. I will then return to my village, find a wonderful girl, and spend the rest of my life in peace. I was lost in these thoughts when Madame Bai came to see me. When I first came to the Bai family home, Bai Ningbing had treated me very well. She never looked down on me or considered me inferior. Madame Bai had understood everything a long time ago. She had very lovingly reminded me not to forget my limits and my duties. I was young then, but I kept her her words in my heart. Over the years, I did exactly that. I fulfilled my responsibilities, studied, earned money, and tried to pay off my debts. Madam Bai knew it wasn't my fault. In reality, it was Bai Ningbing who was stubborn and didn't want to let me go. She felt quite helpless about it too. She said directly, "Feng Yu, let me be open with you. Your statuses simply do not match." I bowed my head and replied, "Madam, I have always understood that. Your family raised me. That in itself is a huge favor, so I never intended to come back once my debt was paid." Madam Bai was silent for a moment and then said, "She cares for you deeply. If you leave again, she will never stop looking for you. If you truly care about her well-being, convince her to meet young Master Lin and agree to the marriage." After that, I asked Bai Ningbing's driver where she was. I found out she was at a bar. I reached there without delay. The bar's security guard saw me and assumed I was some poor student. I showed them the tattoo on my neck. As soon as they saw it, their attitude changed, and they let me in with great respect. I opened the door to the private room and saw Bai Ningbing sitting on the sofa drinking. She had 2 bodyguards with her. A handsome man was sitting very close to her on the sofa, holding a glass of wine to her lips. I walked up quietly, and just as I thought about stopping him, the handsome man stood up immediately. "Where did this student come from? Get out. This place isn't for kids." I stayed calm and said, "I have come to take her away." He laughed and said, "Go away, kid. Let her finish this glass first, then I'll let you take her." Before he could finish his sentence, Bai Ningbing kicked him hard, sending him flying. In the dim light, deep loneliness was clearly visible in her eyes. It hurt me to see her face like that. She looked at me and asked, "Why did you come here?" I said, "Don't drink anymore. Young Master Lin is waiting for you at home. Madam has said that you should go back home." I knew I wasn't worthy of her. She deserved much better things. After a long time, she said one word, as if making a very difficult decision. "Okay." When young Master Lin left, he was very happy. After waiting for Bai Ningbing for so many years, he finally felt there was some progress. Even if it was one-sided love, Bai Ningbing agreeing to meet him was a great start. At that time, I was cooking dinner in the kitchen. Before leaving, young Master Lin even thanked me specifically. A few days later, young Master Lin brought his friends to the golf course where I worked. He specifically called my name and asked me to stay and help. Smiling, he introduced me to everyone. "This is a man from the Bai family. He knows the most about the Bai family. I am discussing marriage with the Bai family, so I thought I'd take his advice." Then he looked at me and said, "Mr. Feng, tell us, what does Bai Ning like?" I told him many of her preferences one by one, from food and drinks to travel and daily habits. Young Master Lin listened to everything, but his smile didn't reach his eyes. He truly looked like an heir to a great family, regal and full of pride in every gesture. After the golf match ended, he looked satisfied and started to leave. As he left, he looked back at me and said, "Mr. Feng, I have known for a long time that Bai Ningbing has loved you for years. I have been watching from afar, waiting for her heart to change. My wait isn't over yet, but it doesn't matter. She is the perfect woman for marriage. You are not worthy of her. She can only choose me. Only I can give her everything she wants." His words were sharper than a knife. Truth be told, I already knew all this, but hearing it from someone else stung. I smiled slightly and replied, "You are absolutely right. I know my status and my place." Young Master Lin added, "If you want to leave, I can help you." I said, "Thank you." Anyway, I felt it was time to give the 2 of them some space, and I also wanted to return to see my home in my hometown. The secret of that place had not been revealed yet. I was sure Bai Ningbing wouldn't be able to find me there. If I could help her find a good husband, my debt would finally be paid. Uncle Lin even arranged a private jet for me. This time, Bai Ningbing wouldn't be able to follow me. Returning to my hometown, I completely cut myself off from the world. Every day I watched the sea, cooked, and lived peacefully. Life felt very quiet and carefree. I forced myself to stop thinking about what would happen next, and to kill time, I actually started looking for women for relationships. Finally, I found one who seemed quite simple, and we decided to meet. My parents didn't really care, but I was at the age for marriage. I was tired of seeing the rich, delicate girls of Shenjing. I was afraid I'd never get married. That girl worked in the government. As soon as we met, she started asking about my job, my parents, and my past love. It seemed she was quite happy with my looks. I kept looking at that clean and decent-looking girl sitting in front of me, but in every third sentence, she would mention cars, houses, and property. And gradually, all my interest faded, seeing her materialistic mindset. That woman then said proudly, "Are my expectations really too high? Because honestly, Feng Yu, you don't even have a proper job or a house of your own. I expect you to be a bit more ambitious in the future. You must buy a house and a car before marriage. My younger brother isn't married yet, so it would be best if you also give our family a dowry of 1 million yuan. I took a sip of the coffee in front of me and asked with a smile, "So, do I also have to buy another car for your brother?" Hearing this, she got angry and glared at me, saying, "My salary may not be high, but I am a government employee. My job is stable. My mother has said that in the future, my husband will also have to support my younger brother." I shook my head in frustration. I felt my time was being completely wasted. I wasn't so useless that I would spend my whole life with such a person. Being alone was better. At least I had the ability to earn my own money. I stood up and said, "Miss, I think you are not suited for dating or arranged marriage. It would be better for someone like you to live with your brother for the rest of your life." As soon as she heard this, the woman stood up in a rage and was about to throw the coffee cup at my head. But before I could do anything, Tang Yusheng, who was wearing an elegant sports outfit, poured water directly over that woman's head. I asked in surprise, "How did you find me here?" Tang Tang Yusheng said, I asked your old ski resort boss. He had your address. Then she said, do you know that everything has turned upside down in Shenzhen? I paid the bill for the date and returned home. Living by the sea, the heart feels strangely calm. I had no news of what happened in Shenzhen. Bai Ningbing had ruthlessly and powerfully taken the top position, and a few days ago she had bought all the industries and businesses of the Lin family. The Lin family was ruined, and she was looking for me everywhere. Tang Yusheng smiled happily, looking at the sea. She just wanted to watch the spectacle and was never afraid of a big commotion. Do you know that if someone finds your location and informs her, she will give a reward of 5 million yuan? I laughed. Oh, I am that valuable, so can I report myself? Tang said, I can hide you.